first descent on this new bike, Ripley AF. Let's see how it is. Just short downhill. Oh, you know what? I forgot I gotta bed in the brakes. I didn't do that yet. Crap. Oh wow, this bike is feels light. Ooh. Let's see, last week I was here on my 27.5 and I failed to climb this, so I had to redo it again. Let's try it now with the 29er up front. That is why I don't like to do this on my own. But you know what? I went on the wrong line. Yeah, you know, I feel higher on this bike. Even though the bottom bracket is lower than my stump jumper. Maybe I'm in the wrong gear. Yes, I was in the wrong gear. Oh man, fucker's harder. I need to dismount to the left, not to the right. Oh, that's why. Damn, I can't clear it. Now I'm trying to find an easier line. Man. This thing is fast on the downhill. It's fast. I just don't like that it feels like I'm higher. I just gotta get used to it. It's my first ride. I'm already thinking of selling it. Shit. But let me, kind of a little bit disappointed. But except for the downhill. But I like technical climbing, and this one is not giving me any confidence on that, or it didn't even make it easier on the technical climbing. It feels the same, just like my stump jumper. Luckily I didn't have my e-bike. This bike weighs in at 29.5 pounds on the dot. I have lightweight parts on it. Man, this bike is fast. On the downhill, not the climb. I'm sure if I stand and mash on my pedal, I bet you this is faster than any of my bikes. Well, obviously not the e-bike. but sitting and spinning, it feels the same as my stump jumper. First time walking that section, and I'm on a full 29. I'm having a hard time keeping the pace, the momentum. I keep stalling. I like technical climbing, and I could not clear 2 today. I can clear them on my Heckler, and then on my stump jumper, and on my hardtail, any of the bikes I ride here, except this one. I think it's because I'm not used to the... Hey, go ahead. Yeah. I'm just not used to the 29 in the back, keeping the momentum. So when I hit the technical trail, I have no speed at all. Because I like to kind of finesse my way up it, as opposed to just plowing through. Well, this one, you need to keep the momentum. It's almost like plowing. I just gotta get used to that feel. I think it's, I'm stalling, and I also feel like I'm high on the bike. It feels so tippy at slow speed. This bike is fast on the downhill. But on the climb, in a technical climb, I don't know. I think I like my 27.5 better. I got tired from just climbing. This one too, it feels plush on small, like 1-2 inch bumps and dips. Anything bigger than that, it'll remind you that you only have 120 travel, but it's enough. This is the Ripmo AF size medium. I got the SLX build out, but I never installed the parts, the components. I bought the bike unassembled, so I can use my own parts. I have XX1, X01 drivetrain, carbon cranks, carbon bars, carbon wheels, Enve M6, 1540 grams, Recon rear tire, Dissector front tire, light build. Came in at 29.5 pounds, not bad. My stump jumper is 29.9 pounds with Assegai and Aggressor tire setup. Reserve wheels, 1700 grams. That bike is a lot easier to climb and for technical climbing than this one. Even the Heckler. It's a lot easier for climbing. I'm just not used to the 29 wheels in the back. I don't want to have to relearn how to ride it. I rode it for 2 years. In 2016 and 2018, I think. Then I didn't like it. I actually went down to 26 again for a year. Hi, just me.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Went down 26 for a year. And then I like the feel of the bike, except I couldn't plow through. I found out about the plus tires, 27.5 with 2.8. I liked it, I was hooked. It felt like a 29er in the front, but 27 in the back. And I've learned how to ride the 29, but now I don't want to learn it again. I just prefer the 27 in the back at least. But if there's no, let's say there's no mix MX wheel setup option, then I would rather ride the 27.5. Bike is fast on the downhill. It carries its momentum. Only thing is the back, you can feel it gets overwhelmed when it's a back-to-back stutter bumps, which is fine because I'm used to my stump jumper. My stump jumper has a horse blink, and even though that suspension should be inefficient compared to a DW Link or VPP, it's not because of the shock that I'm using. I'm using the RockShox RT3 that came with the bike. I've tried the Fox shocks. Those are very too active. When you sit in the bike, it feels like you're already deep in the travel, even though you're only 20% sag. Then when you pedal, it's even worse. This bike, you're high on the travel, is very efficient. You can feel it, especially when you're standing up. But sitting down, it feels just like my stump jumper. Sitting down and pedaling, spinning. But standing up, this is definitely a lot better than a hardtail. When you're standing and mashing, because it surges you forward. But I don't ride like that, so I don't need that. I'm trying to find a bike that's gonna replace my stump jumper. I almost sold it. It's not gonna replace it, I guess. Not yet. I have no complaints on my traction today with the Dissector 2.4 and Recon 2.4 in the back. The Dissector in the front. A lot of traction. Hi, just me. Hi. Yeah, I'm bouncing around all over the place here. Not even gonna waste my time setting up the suspension. I'm gonna focus on the 27.5 stump jumper that I have. That's a good bike, but after riding the Heckler, I noticed the seat angle on that stump jumper is so slack. And this one is supposed to be like a degree steeper. Nope. Maybe it is, but I can't feel it. It feels maybe half a degree steeper. I'm going to Tahoe this weekend, and I was supposed to bring this bike. I'm not bringing this bike. I think I would rather bring the stump jumper actually, but I'll bring the heckler instead, because right now my arms hurts. This spike fork, damn. I mean, I had it before, so I was expecting it to be like this. It's not supple up top because of the Debonair C1. I have a Lyric Ultimate 2022. I put a Debonair B1 on that fork, so it's quite supple.